Hi, so we're looking at a series of wraps and ganchos and cicadas and showing how they're all kind of intertwined and it's almost the same thing kind of really. So wraps and ganchos particularly are where the follower's leg, usually the follower's leg, wraps around the leader's leg, can be the other way around as well. Cicadas are where we take space away from our partner and basically move their leg out of the way. So we're going to start off with a fairly straightforward one, and then over the next couple of videos we'll add a few bits in and see where we go with that. So we're going to start with a nice little projection. Why do we project? Because we go down and that stops her collecting that leg. If I just did a side step, she would just collect and bring her leg together. So I go down there. All of my weight goes onto my left foot. Rotate her, bring her back, project the leg, the wrap happens, we stand up, step through. Yeah? So all of the various bits in that. We start off with, like I say, a down projection. So a down lead, yes, which creates that projection. Now, we're looking at this idea of body spiral. Actually, let's do that upright. We talk about this a lot in tango, that the shoulders go first, then the hips catch up. The shoulders go first, then the hips catch up. If we don't create that body spiral and you get very cardboard, this doesn't work, this move. Because I don't have time to get my leg in place and create the wrap. And it's quite uncomfortable because there's a lot of tension created there. So followers, when you're led, the shoulder goes, then the hips go, then the shoulder comes back, then the hips come back. Yeah? Right. Side. Create. Bring her back. As she's coming back, project my leg through the space. Yeah? Good. So, right, first of all, it's a projection. Yes, it's not a transfer of weight. I'm putting my foot through the space where her legs will be, and no weight is being transferred. Got a little bit of time. Create the turn, project the leg. Keep the heel off the ground to give it a little bit more space. If I don't do that, it doesn't really works. You can sort of wrap, but not really. Right. So how do we create the wrap? That was the other thing. The wrap. Think about making sure that the upper part of your leg, if this is the upper part of your leg and this is the lower part, and that's your knee, think about the upper part contacting my leg and the lower part of the leg just carrying on through inertia. Yeah? What we don't want is you sort of predicting that there's going to be a leg there and sort of poking the leg through and then creating a wrap in that way. What we want to make sure is it's actually contact that creates it, and the wrap is organic, is naturally developed. So, how quickly do you wrap in and how quickly do you unwrap? Going into the wrap and creating the wrap depends on how much energy I put in. If it's a big flick, which it probably won't be, but if it's quite a lot of energy that I put in, then you wrap fast. Whereas if it's a small amount, you wrap a bit slower. But coming out, you always try and come out nice and controlled. And when you come out, naturally come back to the position, feet together. So you've done the wrap, I don't know which leg it is. So we do the wrap and naturally let the legs swing back to be in the sort of collected position. Don't change the weight because I'm going to be expecting you to be, or the follower to be on that leg. Yeah? Leaders, like I say, make sure your weight is all over on your left foot, so you project through, lift the heel to give a little bit more space. Remember that when you're pivoting her on her axis. Yeah, so the whole thing is around her axis. Yeah? And finally, there's a little extra bit you can do if your weight is nicely over. you can create the pivot and then do a little gancho yourself. Followers, make sure your toe stays on the ground throughout the process. We'll fix that for the second video. your toe stays on the ground for the whole process. And I give up. You get the idea.
And a straight leg.
Straight leg, that was it, yes.